So the iPhone 14 Pro Max is a very interesting iPhone that Apple made, but I will tell you in my personal opinion, this is probably an overpriced iPhone in this day and age, and I don't know if this would be an iPhone I would recommend people to buy, to be honest. Now, if you have all the money in the world, then please buy this iPhone. Better yet, buy the iPhone 14 Pro Max. That is probably going to be the better iPhone for a majority of people. But the 14 Pro Max, I still think, is a little bit of an overpriced device. For a majority of 14 Pro Maxes that I've seen, it looks to me that they're around that $800 price range, anywhere from $750 to $800, which is a significant price decrease from the iPhone 15 Pro Max. But because of the iPhone 13 Pro Max, that particular iPhone is significantly cheaper than the iPhone 14 Pro Max, I would just recommend buying the iPhone 13 Pro Max at that point. I've seen a lot of 13 Pro Maxes go for less than $600. Now, that is a pretty big difference between the two. And the difference in terms of the body styles and the way they hold up and everything like that, there really isn't that big of a difference between these two devices. I feel like the 14 Pro Max again is the better one. It's going to be giving you a better experience and everything like that. But the 14 Pro Max, for what you're getting, it's a really good phone. It is a better phone than the iPhone 13 Pro Max. But I genuinely do think for the price of that iPhone, it just really isn't worth it in my opinion. Like I said, I think you're just probably better off purchasing an iPhone like an iPhone 13 Pro Max at that point. Now, with the 15 Pro Max, once I compare the 14 Pro Max to the 15 Pro Max, I noticed that for sure when it comes down to it, the 15 Pro Max is a pretty big upgrade coming from the 14 Pro Max. And I found the same thing over and over and over again, that if you're going to spend, $800 or $900 or whatever you're going to do on the 14 Pro Max, you might just want to wait out a couple of weeks more, or maybe even like a couple of months more, and wait until the 15 Pro Max has come down a little bit more in the used market. And then you'd actually be able to pick up that iPhone in the used market for a little bit cheaper. So that might make a little bit more sense for some people, because at that point, you can buy the iPhone 15 Pro Max for maybe like $1,000 or $950 or something like that, and still be able to pick up that iPhone for a significant discount versus buying something like the iPhone 14 Pro Max, which is already kind of outdated when it comes down to it. So it's just one of those small things to keep in mind. I don't think you have to go and upgrade to a 15 Pro Max, and I don't think you have to go and upgrade or downgrade to a 13 Pro Max. I think the 14 Pro Max is still very, very good, but I'm not 100% too sure. I think in this case though, the iPhone 14 Pro Max might be a little bit, maybe a little bit more overpriced when it comes down to it. So that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.